about this feeling, baby, we're invincible.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Notts County. If you're still enjoying the series, drop a like, that'd be fantastic. Today we're starting on the page of Ian Saunders, and you might be thinking, who's Ian Saunders? Well, he actually joined at the start of January. He's one of the lads that I was signing up from the big regen compartment. But I'd signed him after the transfer window had shut, so he didn't join us until January. I think it was another free transfer. I'd have to check. He's joined us from Afan Lido. He actually played 19 times for them, though, already in his career at the age of just 17. So he was getting first-team football time for these guys. No goals for them, but that is definitely interesting. Got a couple of assists and a man of the match in 19 appearances, playing for the JD Kimbrew South League. I don't know which exact division that is. I don't think that is the top flight in Wales. It might be, though. But nevertheless, he has joined us. He's got reasonable crossing, dribbling, first touch, passing technique, decent things like determination, decisions, flair. There's a few little, downsides, but a lot of that is, generally speaking, his defensive attributes. Positioning's a bit poor, though. But I think there's a lot to like about this guy, and he's insanely fast. And I think he's got reasonably good potential. And the fact is, with a fairly professional personality, a 2.5-year deal, he was already playing for that club. I think there's something about this guy, and I'm glad to see him at the club too. I haven't really got anything on the progress yet, because obviously he's only been here, a month. If that. Can we just take a moment to appreciate/hate that Sony sweater? Congrats on the PC, I'm still hesitant up for you. Also, yes, for stream. So firstly, the sweater. There was mixed receptions to the sweater. It was a tenner in Primark. I needed a sweater. The only other Christmassy sweater is a Fallout one I bought 4 years ago. Might break that one out again. It's not Fallout 76, don't worry. As for the PC, yeah, it had been 5 years, and I felt we would probably do an upgrade at some point, so I figured why not just go all out. I've still got the same graphics card, though, so I'll probably upgrade that in a year or so. And as for the streams, basically, we should be good to go very, very, very soon. I'm going to have to sort it all out again, though, because annoyingly, all of my stream graphics, for some reason, didn't get copied over when I backed up my hard drive. So I'm going to have to rebuild all of that, and that is going to be a bugger. But I will get it done, do not worry. Because I want to start streaming something like Uni Aldamadeira. I really want to start a save with them and go back to my roots. The Last Pinbender is now the new SIC nickname. I am a huge fan of that. Does that make AMD or Intel the Fire Nation? Do let me know. I've never even watched the show, but my girlfriend is constantly having it on in the background when she's doing things, so I've absorbed enough of it. It's inside my psyche. So we were supposed to have 6 games off camera, but the Salford match got postponed and then rearranged, which then meant the Macclesfield game got postponed and rearranged, so we actually only played 5 in the end. First up, it was a 1-1 draw at home to Swindon Town. This one bugged the living crap out of me. I cannot believe, you might look at that and go, well, it was a fairly even match. I'll show you the chance creation stuff and you'll be like, what? So yeah, we took the lead through Dara O'Shea from an indirect free kick. That was the only way we could break them through. And then unfortunately, Brandon Fleming got himself sent off in this one before Lloyd Isgrove equalised for Swindon late on. But that's not the thing that annoyed me the most. It's the fact that we created 6 clear-cut chances in the first half and didn't score any of them. The only goal we got was the indirect free kick, which I don't think even went down as a chance. It's mental how we go from one spell to another. And once the red card went, I thought, I know this what's about to happen. And unfortunately, they did get a chance and they took it. Fair play to them. Why can't we do that? Why doesn't my barbecue look like that? Thankfully, though, in the next game against Exeter, we were actually probably just about as good and finally pulled off a result against one of the poorer sides in the league, a 3-0 victory. And would you believe it, Nanny McPhee grabbed himself a brace. He scored his first and second goals for the club in the same game. Look at that as well from Duhaney. 9 key passes. 9 in one match. I don't think I've ever seen a player get 9 key passes in one game before, but he did, and he got 4 chances created on the night too. Absolutely phenomenal performance from the lad. Only got 1 assist out of it, to be fair, but yeah, Matt O'Reilly got a goal, 2 goals for Niall McPhee. It's about time he finally hit the ground running, and he seems to have done that today, and my God was he good. And we created 8 chances in this game, 7 in the last one. We're about 40 chances clear of anyone else in this league now. Now, of course, I realise that's not the be-all and end-all, but it's a good, you can't just go, well, we created the most chances, but that's kind of what it's for. It's a metric of how good of an opportunity you're creating at the end of the day. And then we went to Stevenage and won 4-0. They were struggling down towards the bottom of the league, and this game could have been 7 or 8 in all honesty. They had a player, they had Tyler, I thought they said Tyler Durden for a second. They're having their own fight club outside, and he got sent off. But yeah, then after that, we just ploughed through them. 3 goals before half-time, 1 in the second half, 2 for Too Easy, 1 for Charlie Oliver, 1 for Matt O'Reilly. But you can see here, Duhaney, 7 key passes, and this time he got 3 assists for his work. In 2 matches, he's, 16 key passes he put on, and got 4 assists in 2 games. Absolutely just insane stuff. And Too Easy grabbed himself a pair in this one. No, McPhee still grabbed a couple of key passes in this game. We were just absolutely insane. And 4-0 away at Stevenage. Very nice. Then it was the rearranged game away at Salford City. This was a real frustrating one. They got an injury and they did miss a penalty in this one, but I still feel like we were probably just slightly the better side on the night. Regan Booty was man of the match. Duhaney again with another stupidly good performance. In his last 3 matches, in these 3 games, he was just unplayable, and I don't know why he's suddenly sprung into life so much, but long may it continue. Frustrating not to win against Salford, but they did also miss the penalty. They hit the post with it, which is quite surprising. But then, unfortunately, up next we had a game against Port Vale, and I just have no words, really. Like, they were fairly solid on the night, better than us, I will admit, but they scored 4 of their 5 shots on target. The only shot on target they had that wasn't a goal was a limp direct free kick that just went straight into the goalkeeper's arms. Every other shot they had that was on target went in. It was incredible. Port Vale were like 16th coming into this match. Just insane stuff, but they got the win, and fair play to them. It's just very, very surprising to see us go down so easily like that, just with everything going in. But that's life. Sometimes that's going to happen. And all that leaves us top of the league still, but only on goal difference over Scunthorpe. And once again, amazingly, 33 matches, or 32 if you're some teams, into the season, and we are still... There's only 1 point separating the top 5. This is a fun old league. I've got to say, this is going to be a really interesting end to the season with 13 or 14 games to go. Now, we do have a game in hand over some of these sides, so in theory, we could stretch that gap up to more like 4 points, which would be nice, particularly as Cambridge United could leapfrog everybody as well. So, and Walsall aren't exactly out of it yet. They've been in reasonably good form currently. If anything, the top 5 have kind of been dropping points more than everyone else so far. So there is definitely that. Macclesfield look absolutely dead in this league. Tranmere look pretty much gone as well. But if they win a few games, they might have a shot. But it's unlikely, though. Regan Booty, top man of the match award. I think he's going to win player of the season for the 2nd year in a row, which is insane. And Tweezy's definitely got some battling now with Mitchell Candlin for potential... Imagine if Walsall overtook everybody and won the league. It could still happen. And also, can I just say thank you for the nice comments we've had on recent videos just about the series in general. It's nice to know that there is still an audience on YouTube for this type of content, because I feel like I could maybe change things up and perhaps reach a wider audience, but I just really like making these kind of story-driven videos, to be honest, and that's just what I like to do, so I don't really think I'm going to stop doing that anytime soon. I've just realised how thin the walls are to next door. They've just turned on blaring Christmas music, and I can hear it like I'm wearing like wireless headphones. I don't know if you guys can. Since we're going to have a little bit more time in today's episode with the one live com, we've kind of got this situation here as far as cohesion goes. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Ben Turner is the only player that Regan Booty's managed to talk to that didn't agree with him. Then he got all uppity about me when I was like, well, you should work harder. And he's like, no, I want to be starting games now. I'm like, mate, you're just not very good. He'll probably be off at the end of the season. There's a lot of players sort of 32, 33 years old on massive contracts that are going to be leaving. So if we were to get promoted next year, we're going to need to spend a fair amount of money just to try and keep things sensible and refresh this entire team, to be honest. Can we just have a little look while we're here on D'Amico Dehaney? 8 assists in the league this year. He's been absolutely terrific. He really has put in a phenomenal shift this year. Last year I was a bit concerned about him in places, but he's actually done an excellent job for us this year, particularly over the last few matches. He's been in like red hot form, and I mean, it shows. Look at this. That jump up there is probably where that's kind of gone. He's been in absolutely insane form, and long may it continue today against Scunthorpe, because it's not going to be easy. It's a battle of the top 2, and we're level on points. So, yeah. As far as club vision goes, yeah. I mean, they're pretty pleased with us for the most part. We failed the FA Cup, but they don't care that much about it. And apparently, we're on course to grow the club's reputation and potentially even record a top half finish. That seems to be pretty nailed on. It depends on... I hope that they temper their expectations, though, if we were to get promoted, though, and don't suddenly go, well, we now expect you to get top half in League One. And I'll be like, but you only... What? No. Hopefully, if we were to get promoted, they'd expect us to just about survive or something, so we'll have a reasonable expectation on that one. But they are suggesting A+ for our managerial performance, so I can't really complain about that, can I? I'm literally untouchable already, and that's surprising. I mean, Carlisle are playing Tranmere, and Bolton are at home to Newport County, Cambridge United hosting Macclesfield. It's quite literally... We've got the toughest one of the lot. Walsall host Stevenage. All the other sides are at home against sides right down towards the bottom. We're going to have our work cut. If we lose this, we could easily find ourselves sitting in like 6th. It's actually Neil Ardley that's in charge of Scunthorpe, and I'm pretty certain he's the guy I replaced to take this job, but we'll see. So... high injury risk, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's really the only choice we've got right now. Is Sam Hughes fit again? He had a slight injury. Regan Booty could do with a rest. Honestly, I think we might have to play Sam Hughes here, because he's in better shape than Regan Booty is, unfortunately, just because he's so knackered. Everybody else, though, I'm all right to go with. Curtis Jones, I think, is actually back, but the question really remained. I mean, he's not fully back. I think Noel McPhee, he had those 2 goals. I think he deserves another chance to prove himself. He's definitely improving, as you can see here. His progress is definitely going in the right direction. Everybody else, though, totally fine with that. On the bench, Culverwell, McCrory, Booty, just in case, Bars, Brindley, Sousa, and Wes Thomas. We're still 5th in the form standings. We really do go through weird spells. I would honestly not be surprised if we lost this, because we had the draw against Salford, then the defeat against Port Vale. Let's see if this kind of trend continues. We really got to find a way to stop that, but I'm not really sure how. In other news, Millwall put a bid in for Regan Booty of £230,000. I told them to piss off, essentially. And did he complain? Did he hell? No, not a single complaint from Regan Booty. He was more than happy to stay, and that's really good. Didn't even ask for a new contract or anything like that. He clearly actually loves the club, and he's one of those players that I feel like if we can hold on to him for as long as possible, he could genuinely have club legend status. Not that he doesn't already in some ways. Baldwin's already through and he's hit the side netting. Nice work. If we could get the ball into the midfield quickly, there might be some gaps. They're pushing up awfully high. McPhee, here we go. Baldwin, he's in, and it's a good save by Watson. Yeah, I feel like if we can break their press, which we look capable of doing with the right amount of passing, we could definitely get players in behind them. O'Reilly whips one in. Oliver cleared away. I'm encouraged by the fact that we're still creating chances, though. Usually when we go into those horrendous spells where we're going to go and lose a load of matches, we stop creating chances altogether. And the fact that we're still creating is very, very encouraging. Tweezy, again, taking men on. Is he going to be able to go past him? He is! Oh, what a save by Watson. That's a really good stop by Watson, and we probably should be in front by now. And Walsall are winning and go up to 4th. Still does concern me, though, that we've had these chances yet again and still don't find ourselves in front. But hey, maybe D'Amico Dehaney will come up with another one of his wonderful key passes. There's another ball through. Tuisi's in again. One touch. Finish. Oh, and another save by Watson. Just pulling out all the stops here for Scunthorpe. We are battering them so far. And O'Reilly. Sure. Why not? I mean, it's going to happen sometimes. It's just, for goodness sake. Like, come on. The clearance is relatively decent. O'Reilly picks it up here. And then just do something. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. How are we losing this match? This is the first highlight we've literally had since the goal. I don't know. There are no words for that first half. Tons of opportunities, miss all of them, and then we just literally give them a goal. Oh, well played again. McPhee. Here we go. Fires one over the top. He's got the pace to get away. Ooh, and that was actually a really good tackle from Burgess. I was hoping he'd foul him and get sent off or something. Hughes again. Rose, use the channel. Finds Baldwin. McPhee! Saved by Watson. Oh my god. Well, we can hardly act like we haven't been playing. I mean, we've played so well in this game. It's actually embarrassing how well we've been playing. Baldwin, he's probably not going to be able to shoot from there. He has gone for goal. Ooh, that's the problem with attacking. And Rose! Saved by Watson. That was a relatively tame one. The others they've had some poor performances in there, but honestly, screw it. Let's get Booty on for a bit. Get the band back together in the midfield. Oh, now Toyeezy's got a knock, just as well we didn't make another sub there. Right, where's Thomas is in? Maybe he'll be a hero for us or something. But at least we're not playing any worse. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's just coincidence that they always seem to happen after that. And Sousa's put it over the bar there. I'm lost for words at what on earth has just happened in this match. We're going to lose 1-0 at home to Scunthorpe in a match in which they literally created nothing. And we created, what, 6 chances in this game? Like, fair enough, you can't expect every chance to go in, but when you have that many, you'd expect at least 1 to go in. Maybe 2, I don't know. But, oh well. Thomas is in. Where's Thomas? Blocked. Sousa. Round the post again. And that, I can't believe we actually had another chance at the end, at the death there. And there we go. Notts County 0, Scunthorpe United 1. Now we've slipped back down to 4th again. It is getting very, very interesting in those top spots, I've got to say. We do still have a game in hand, which would see us go back to the top of the league if we were to win it. So it's not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. Although Cambridge United also have another game in hand, and they could go top as well, because they managed to win. Bolton did not in the end. And obviously Carlisle were able to win as well. Walsall were thumping Stevenage comfortably, so they're definitely in this battle. It's now basically a 6-way battle for the promotion spots. It's going to be a fun run-in, if nothing else, but it's so strange. You get that win that you need and play decently or okay, and all of a sudden you're back on winning ways again. Then all of a sudden you start to trickle away a little bit, and then bam, bam. It's really weird. And it's, yeah, that's 2 seasons worth of games that it's sort of done that for us now. It's a weird one. Maybe it's just because the inconsistencies in the squad, I don't know. Like, I've never had a team be this sort of consistently inconsistent. And what I mean by that is that we're either winning loads of games or we're losing loads of games. There seems to be no sort of patchy form. It's really weird. I've never seen anything like it. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm not too bothered about it because we were actually really good against Scunthorpe. I can't pretend that we weren't fantastic in terms of the performance-wise. Created tons of opportunities, tons of shots, tons of chances, limited them to literally nothing. They just happened to score the one opportunity that they did get. And we couldn't score any of ours. That's just how it is sometimes, though. So the fact that we were still playing exceptionally well gives me hope. But I am concerned now that 2 defeats will mean that we're going to the next game against bottom of the table Macclesfield, and then all of a sudden we'll create nothing. But we'll see how things go. Hopefully, it's the perfect game for us. And what I mean by that is hopefully it's the type of game that we can get where we can get back onto winning ways immediately against the worst team in this division comfortably, and that will allow us to put ourselves back on another run like this to hopefully see us through the run-in and hopefully get us an automatic promotion spot. But even if we had to settle for a playoff spot, that's well above what we were expecting this year, and I would be totally alright with that in all honesty, because we can still go through the playoffs. We've done really well against most of the top teams, except for Scunthorpe apparently. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode in spite of that, drop a like on the video, that would be glorious. Tell me your FM story where you've had a similar result like that. Yeah, drop a like on the video, that'd be awesome. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, that'd be fantastic as well. And I'll join you guys in the next episode for, I haven't actually decided what we're going to do, have I? Oh yes, I have. I decided before. We're going to do a double live com of Wimbledon because it's a rebuilding derby, and then Chesterfield away again because I really like doing the Chesterfield games for some reason. I have some bee in my bonnet about Chesterfield, and that will set us up for a nice run-in because you look at this. 3 of our last 4 matches are against sides in the top 4. So that is going to be an incredible, I might do like a triple livecom special or something in there so you guys get to see even more stuff. I don't know. See you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.